And we're joined by Ben Norman, one of 32 candidates running for council. So even numerically, you're up against it. What do you bring to the candidacy to run for city council?
So I believe that having a totally different point of view from almost everybody that I'm running with and against
Really?
is really going to be a definite bonus to having an extra voice on council.
Okay, so how are you different, Ben?
Because I've had a really tough upbringing and I've worked hard pretty much my entire life. So not having an easy path set before me has made getting to this point that much more fulfilling.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit about your tough upbringing?
Well, having a single mother, growing up in and out of foster care, and just using food banks over and over and the Salvation Army has really given me a point of view that is down to earth, street level, and also provides hope, I think, for everybody that perhaps thinks that there isn't a chance for them.
So how are you doing now? You're gainfully employed?
Oh, very much so, and have been the entire time. But now I'm focusing more on the sales side of the construction industry rather than just putting shingles on a roof or putting plywood on the trusses.
Okay, now as far as issues in Kelowna, it sounds like you've got some thoughts about how we could better address things like public safety.
Yes, and I think it's everybody's responsibility, Kent. I think we need to have more bike patrols, more foot patrols, staffed by volunteers, and increase funding to the RCMP, which goes a little bit counter to what you hear everybody else saying.
So you mentioned volunteers. In other words, don't just point fingers at the RCMP and say, step it up, but somehow generate additional ranks of volunteers.
Yes, I very much so agree. It's everybody's responsibility to keep our city safe, not just somebody else while I sit in my nice warm house.
You're mentioning that when you ride your bike around to and from work and at other times, you like to stop and pick up garbage.
It's become a habit on the way home, riding down the side of the highway. There's just way too much. So if I can do my little bit on my bike ride home, then perhaps that'll inspire the next guy to do the same.
So it comes back to that personal responsibility thing.
Yes, it's each and everybody's responsibility to take care of our city.
So all these candidates, name recognition is part of it, but
yes.
People don't know who you are.
Well,
I guess now's your chance to introduce yourself.
Well, here I am. I've got two beautiful kids, 13 and 14 years old, that I want to be able to take to the beach without having to look around for needles. It's become a big time concern of mine, and I personally have had to call the fire department 3 times this year. So that's what really got me going, is riding my bike through the city, not just driving through it, but riding my bike through it, and then also having issues at the beach with drug paraphernalia.
All right. Well, good luck in your campaign. Great
Thank
meeting
you,
you.
Ken.
All right. And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.
Cheers.